guys, welcome back to Mr. V10. Today I have my good friend
Dennis.
Finally,
it's been, we held this video off for a while, but
long while. But Dennis is quite a busy man, as majority of my guests are, and he's actually been to the Nürburgring just a couple of
days ago. Literally
a couple of days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but let's begin. Right. So what's this pushing roughly?
420 horsepower, but
420.
After I had it last mapped, I've done a couple of little extra things like aluminium charge pipes, and a diverter valve, and they have made improvements. So it's probably 430 roughly. 430
roughly. Right. That's, and obviously standard. These come at what,
320.
320 or something. That's a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
And who did you get it tuned by?
I went to More BHB. They're based in Crewe.
Oh,
so
nice.
They do a lot of M155s, M140s, and
I
definitely recommend them. I've been to them twice with this car.
Well, excellent.
Amazing.
Cool. And you guys can see from the shots, beautiful BMW blue, and this paint colour is quite common on these cars, or quite common in M division.
Yeah, Estrol blue.
Estrol
I'm
blue.
not sure how to properly pronounce it, but it's definitely a very nice kind of blue.
Definitely. And this is the LCI edition, so you got the upgraded front angels, the rear lights are the main difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how long have you owned this car for?
So I've had it 3.5 years now.
3.5 years.
Yeah, I got it 2 years old, 12,000 miles, approved used.
Yeah.
And it's been, I still love it now ever since.
Nice. And funny enough, you actually have an option that's not quite common on these cars, which is the adaptive suspension.
Yes. So it's quite rare to find the M155 with the adaptive suspension. Yeah. This one has it. And the way to understand it is an M155 without the adaptive is kind of in between the softness and the stiffness with this.
Sure.
So you kind of got a middle setting. But with this, if you have it in comfort, it's a little bit softer. If you have it in sport, it's a little bit firmer than a standard M155. So, but I mean, most of the time, 95% of the time you drive it in comfort.
So what tyres are you running on this?
So I've got the Goodyear Eagle F1 Super Sports. So they come out not too long ago. They're absolutely brilliant because I've tried a few tyres. I've had Bridgestone Potenzas, which do come with the car originally, but they were run flats. So the first thing I wanted to do was take them off.
I see. Yeah, that's something BMW's and, like you mentioned, off camera, other manufacturers do as well nowadays. Everyone moving to run flat, which you can understand the logic behind it, but
for an ordinary person, if you get puncture, you can keep driving. But if you can do a repair, like plug the tire or anything like that, then I guess you don't really need it.
Sure. Talk to me about the brakes. Like, I noticed straight away walking up to the car, your front brake discs don't look OEM, or you've done something to them, or
they're factory from BMW. They're M Performance discs. So the normal ones, they don't have any drilled holes or
grooves or anything.
So these ones, I got them mainly because to prevent glazing on the disc. If you do track days or just hard driving in general, and you slam the brake at really high speed, you're going to glaze the discs, and it just ruins your brake performance overall. So with the grooves, it just cleans the surface.
Of course.
And definitely feel the difference. It has a lot more bite as well. Definitely bites in the pads.
And what about the pads? Because they seem yellow.
So they're the EBC yellow stuff brake pads.
Okay, I see.
Fitted them quite recently, but I've already done 2,000 miles, so they're fully bedded in. Massive difference from the OEM pads. It took a while to get used to it. You had to be really gentle with the brakes because it would really grab quite hard.
I see.
And also I've fitted the Goodyear braided brake hoses as well, front and back. I found that yesterday, literally, by the sump. You do risk oil starvation from hard cornering. So it's something just to point out. It's not really advised to do a track day, especially on a dry, grippy day with this car. Otherwise, you could risk losing an engine.
Wow. See, this sort of knowledge that you're telling us and the viewers, you wouldn't know unless someone like yourself have properly.
And I only just found out
literally
yesterday or 2 days ago. So I'm quite happy it was raining at the Nürburgring when I went, because if it was dry, obviously the lateral forces,
of course,
the oil would slush to one side, and then for a while you won't have any oil circulation.
That's insane.
You can get sump baffles or baffled sump.
It's another secret weapon, which is a LSD differential.
Yes, so I've got the Quaife limited slip differential, mechanical, and especially if you tune this car, because of the big jump in torque, it is essential, to be honest, especially if you're going to turn the traction control off in any way, half off or fully off. you do need it, because otherwise it is going to be dangerous without it.
I see.
I've had some scary moments, and I'm not too bad behind wheel. I do like drifting and messing about, but
of course.
But that after fitting that, it's completely transformed the car. Out of everything, from tuning or everything, that is the number one thing to do first, if you can afford it. Is get the LSD, because it is quite a pricey thing to do, and it does make a big difference with traction.
And it just fills in that gap of being a 135i to like a proper M division now.
Yeah, exactly.
Back. And what about the exhaust? Like, I can hear a crackle and pop.
Yeah.
Is that from the factory, or have you done something to it?
So the exhaust itself looks standard from the outside, and it is the original exhaust, but I've done a few things. So I've fitted a sports cat, high flow cat.
Oh, nice.
200 cell downpipe. So that does make it a little bit louder and brings the throttle response up. Definitely noticeable, because when I do mods, I do them one at a time, so I can feel the difference of each mod that I do.
Yeah, of course.
And definitely throttle response sharpened, and there was more noise, and then also a lot less heat from the front fender when you get out of the car, because of the factory downpipe catalytic converter is very restrictive.
Oh, I see.
And it used to be very, very hot after I fitted the downpipe, even though it's catted, not fully decat. There was a lot less heat from the engine.
I see.
So that's another benefit as well.
There you go, guys. Louder exhausts. It's only your neighbour that don't like it. Everyone else used to like it.
But I've taken the carbon tips off. I sold them. I just put the original ones on, so it just looks original. But it's been quite a few things done to the exhaust, so it is a lot louder than.
I've also noticed you don't have the 135i badge in the back.
No.
So for a non-car person, it looks like a 1 Series.
It just looks like an ordinary 1 Series.
They don't know that you have Quaife LSD, you've remapped the 425, you've got an exhaust,
A little bit, kind of a sleeper in a way. Because it's not so obvious for most people.
What about these seats? I mean, how do you find these seats? They look quite comfortable. I mean, I can feel them. They're quite hugging. They're not obviously like an M3, M4 seats.
No.
However, I think for, like you mentioned, for daily and real life scenario, these are more ideal probably.
These seats are perfect, to be honest. I mean, even for sporty driving, you do have there's an electric button on the side. You can bring the bolsters in, and it really hugs you in. But comfort-wise, I mean, I've literally just drove 13 hours from Germany the other night, and I'm absolutely fine.
That's incredible, guys. I've been curious of these cars because its competitors like the RS3, the Golf R, the A45, isn't it? But I've always said to myself, not because I'm a Beamer guy, I thought the one to go for would be this one, because you get more out for your money. You get 6-cylinder, 3-litre, rear-wheel drive.
I mean, that's one.
I mean, this car, from what I can see from NASA, is well maintained. It's got nice Harman Kardon sound systems, nice dash. Great engine, as we'll experience in a bit. I mentioned the horsepower is 425 horsepower, but I forgot to mention what's the torque on these.
So standard is 450 newton meters. Now it's about 660 newton meters. So pretty huge jump, and you really do feel it.
I see. Right, let's experience, see what we can do there. Nice long straight ahead.
See it in front.
That was incredible, that one. I love how it sort of slid a little bit, and then it gripped again.
Road's a little bit damp.
To be fair, it's a bit damp in here. No, that's really cool. That was pretty cool. Guys, I hope you can catch the pops and cracks and pops on the back. It's pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's actually
it's like
quite loud.
AK-47 in it.
It's proper, like proper gunshot.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Check this out, guys.
There's quite a bit of smoke back there.
Mate, that's a proper driver, that is. Well, LSD is awesome. Do you know I haven't been in a drift car in ages? I completely forgot that initial kick that you get. Probably gets sucked into. I love how it was all like sort of, just enjoy
casual,
Sunday evening, let's go, baby. That was awesome. Man, this car has transformed. I've not been in the standard one, but I can tell you guys, it is nowhere near like this. It's a shame it doesn't come out like this in the factory, isn't it? Go, guys. Woo! Gotta love a manual.
need a good brakes as well. I think they slowed down. That's like
I love how the Nissan Micra.
They're coming the other way, they're slowing down.
Nissan Micra on the other way, just thought, yep, I'm not doing anything. Wait.
I think we were airborne then. But it's quite an uneven road. But,
yeah, no, this road, oh my god.
You do need to hold the wheel quite firm.
It is quite firm.
With BMWs especially, I think, they tend to follow the road.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
That was just... Something just dropped on the bonnet.
Gosh, everything's happening today, man. What the hell was that?
Yeah, because BMWs, they follow the road a lot, and this road's quite uneven, so you got to really
I've noticed with
have
them,
a firm grip.
Even previously when I used to on 330i, 330i, I used to follow the camera of the road.
Yeah.
I used to think it was my steering.
That was a bit of nuts.
Oh, it picks up so well. No turbo lag, guys.
No, yeah, from after about 2000, it just goes brilliant.
Yeah. Woo! Gunshots. Listen to that, guys. Wow. It's like a little Nürburgring in here. Almost.
Yeah, I was just thinking, especially when we're airborne, you go airborne on Nürburgring, so I just maybe thought of that. I mean, it's a light car because I think with the manual, it's 1,430 kilos.
Oh, okay.
So
wow, because when I was reading up on this, it was coming up as 1508, so that just shows maybe the ZF box carries the weight, no?
Oh, the automatic gearbox is a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do have the benefit of quicker shifts.
Yeah. Oh, the manual box. Love that. I love the G-force you feel.
It gripped a bit then. It was a bit dry because it was raining a lot earlier. It's drying up now.
Woo!
And you really don't need to get M4, do you?
No, not at all, guys. I'm really impressed with this. I love the grip. I think the tyres you've chosen are really complement the chassis of the car and the dynamics. But guys, the diff, wow, the diff is a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean,
this is that, guys.
Yeah, I mean, literally just done 186 miles an hour on the autobahn. So these speeds are just, I don't feel it anymore.
Guys, he was mentioning off camera, he actually done 186 verified on the Autobahn. GPS and the Speedo goes up to 160. Funk. Was it quite, balanced for you? Was it stable?
Yeah, I mean, the car was completely stable. It wasn't, obviously people might think, it's a 1 Series. It's only designed up to like 155 mile an hour, the limit, which is true, but it's a modern car. The only thing was, from about 170, there was quite a substantial whistling noise from the pillars here. But obviously, you can't really complain because it's not designed for that speed. So anything that happens after 155 or 160 is unknown. Yeah, that's it. And I always love to rev match as well.
Yeah, you got to, man.
I always do it. It's just...
It gives you that sort of downshift DCT feel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you do it with your feet.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I love it.
Listen to that, guys. Oh man, this pulls so good. Do you know something, guys? This sounds more real than the M4, and that's not to bash M4s. I like M4s; they're very capable cars. But you sort of get like a bit of like an electronic sound.
Yeah.
And I don't think they meant it, but it's just like the way the induction is. It's kind of like an E46 M3, very overhyped.
Yeah, I mean, everything you're hearing is pure sound.
Exactly. This is a proper.
Because they pipe the sound through the speakers, but I've turned it off, so everything you're hearing is real, basically.
It's got like a low bass grunt. It's raw.
Yeah.
It's sort of a bit touching like a 2J RB26 sort of sound, isn't it? This is. This guy's a nutter, guy.
I saw you getting a bit scared, so I backed out.
No. I'm actually used to it, but it's good,
But as a passenger, obviously, it's scary.
Guys, he looks innocent. I'm telling you, he's not innocent, mate. Here we go again. The noise.
Brakes. I'll do like a hard stopping right now. So.
Whoa.
Obviously they're a lot better than. I did warn you.
You warned. How could you warn me and I still fell for it? Oh my god, guys! I love it. It's got to be the best review so far, man. Oh, guys, that's yeah. As you can physically see our experience, that's a very good brakes and yeah, and whiplash flame coming up. Right, guys. I've been kindly allowed to have a quick go on this. So this, first things first, reverse. Alright, let's see what this bad boy can do. Do you know when it was driving, it kind of gave the feeling of like a big single turbo car?
Yeah, it does that. But I think because when you map it,
yeah,
because when it comes from factory, they program in a flat torque curve.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that's why when it doesn't feel like a big boost, but when you map it, you just unleash all the potentials. Right,
guys, first impression. Yeah, feels very tight. And let me just explain what I mean by tight. I always go on about that. The car, there's no lag and jerk of the body roll. When you put your accelerator, it does exactly what you want straight away. Steering, well, it's a BMW, it's very nice. I love the steering grip as well, nice chunky. The gear feels very great, very good, sorry. Slightly longer than the M4 manual, but you know, that's nothing really, it's just a preference thing. Warming her up first.
There's plenty warm up now.
Let's have a go, guys, let's see what we're going. Definitely follows the camber of the road.
Yeah.
But that's not really the car's fault. I mean, this is...
No, that's the road, definitely.
The road is quite uneven, but there was a nice little pop and bang before I shifted.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit, that one. Yeah, guys, it feels very light. I can tell you that straight away. It feels much lighter than the M4. And the M4's a very, you know, formidable car, but this feels way lighter. Oh, the balance is beautiful. How'd you feel?
Fine, yeah. You giving it the full?
Not just yet, but you know, guys, yeah, very light. Feels really good, guys. Really tight. I love the seats, though they don't look at the most aesthetic seats you've seen on the market, but they are purpose built. You know, they are doing the job, guys. Yeah, so a bit of stretch the road as you can see from the front. Test the steering a little bit. Very direct, guys. I just pulled off from traffic, guys. The clutch. It's fantastic. It's a mono clutch, not the heaviest, a bit on the lighter side, but it's got a nice little weighted feel to it. No, guys, just wants to go. It wants to go. It's very, and I don't know if it's psychological or what, but I can just feel like I can feel the diff, if that makes sense. Maybe because you've told me.
It definitely does give more traction for sure.
Yeah, because it's
even just accelerating normally, you do get more traction just from that alone. Flip it.
Oh. Excellent, guys. Right, there's a bit of stretch coming up. Let's have a quick go. Oh, it loves the grip. Woo! Right. Yeah, guys. I probably did 70% throttle, and then I did 100, then I did a bit of 80 because there's a bike and a big pothole coming up. It goes, guys. I can't obviously tell you the speed, but yeah, I got to the limit really quickly. I love how light it is. I love how...
Yeah.
Dude, that's something like a 1200 kilogram
yeah,
car.
that's something that people don't really realise is the M135 is actually a very light car.
I love how it's modified, guys, but it just feels so OEM. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we'll put it to second gear.
Yeah.
Second gear, pull flat out, let's go.
Sounds good as well.
Beautiful. Oh.
That's wicked. I love it as a passenger even. Alright.
Oh, we've got a
Ghost you. Okay, yeah, it probably will. I mean, E63S, there's no chance.
I mean, guys, that is a 604 horsepower, 610 horsepower car.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. He did ghost us, but hey, I bet he's not having as much fun as we are.